So as you guys know, I've been able to predict almost every single thing that 2K has been doing lately, and I'm gonna do it again, okay? Now, if you're like me and you want to see 2K give us the best contents, then like the video right now, because we want to see more locker codes, we want to see more free stuff, and basically the best content of the year since we are going into NBA 2K25. And obviously, let me know down below in the comments, what players do you want to see 2K add from now all the way until NBA 2K25? Because I do feel like 2K is going to be releasing guaranteed GOAT packs. They've done this before, you know, obviously at the moment they do have the invincible packs, which I did do a pack opening on, and so they got every single invincible available right here that they've been releasing, you know, all year. And so everybody is available, and you know what's after invincibles, right? Of course, the GOATs cards. And so I do feel like 2K is going to be doing either a guaranteed GOATs pack or a guaranteed invincible and GOATs pack. Most likely, you know, 2K will be a little stingy and they'll probably make it GOATs and invincible, but at the same time though, if you remember back in 2K21, they ended up releasing these packs, right? GOATs invincible. We had Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Magic Johnson, Kobe, Kareem, and then the invincibles. Back then, invincibles were really good. I feel like this year they kind of were just they were pretty mid in my opinion. You know, some of them obviously really good, but they didn't have the same aura as they did in 2K21 and even in previous 2Ks as well. And like I said earlier, I've been able to predict a lot of the stuff that 2K's been releasing. I predicted GOATs Kevin Durant, GOATs Yao Ming, GOAT Giannis, and I've been able to predict a lot of the stuff because I've been playing 2K and my team long enough to know exactly how 2K works. You know, I knew GOATs Victor Wembanyama was going to come out too, and so you can see right here that I've been pretty, you know, on points with everything. And so we should be seeing one of the biggest, if not the biggest, pack drops ever because this year, you know, 2K has loved their packs. They're definitely going to be updating the pack market because this year that's really, you know, that's really what they've been updating, you know what I mean? Like, it's literally just packs and packs and packs and packs. And so I do feel like we're going to be seeing my boy Magical Johnson up in here. GOATs Magic, he definitely deserves a GOATs card because this year he has not been good. I hate to say it, but Magical Johnson, he's always positive, but this year he hasn't been that great. Outside of him being 6'9", his animations have been booty, and not the good kind either. You know, obviously he's 6'9", so he's always going to be one of the bigger point guards. You know, beautiful card art right here back in Season 4, but at the same time, he definitely deserves a GOATs card. And he's definitely a GOAT, you know, more of a GOAT than Victor Wembanyama, more than a lot of players out there. He's a top 5 player of all time, in my opinion. So I definitely do see Magical Johnson coming because he's always positive, and I'm very positive we're going to be seeing him. I do also feel like we're going to be seeing Steph Curry. I can't be the only one that has been waiting for a GOATs Curry, right? It's like Steph Curry this year, he was actually free multiple times. Like 2K actually gave us a free Dark Matter Steph Curry. They gave us a free Pink Diamond Steph Curry. This one came out back in January. And then, of course, like I said, the free Dark Matter Steph Curry right here. And then we do have the Invincible one, but with the Invincible one, you just had to get lucky from either the locker codes or the packs. Or, you know, you just had to risk it for the biscuit, basically. And so Steph Curry definitely is one of those GOAT players that I do see 2K releasing. And also, sometimes 2K does go crazy in the final, you know, pack drop. Because if you guys remember, back in 2K21, we were talking about those GOAT packs, right? They actually introduced 3 Invincibles. And so I actually do feel like 2K is going to be dropping multiple GOATs cards as, like, the big final pack drop just because they want more people opening the packs, you know, before 2K25. So I definitely do see 2K doing something like this. And you guys remember how they trolled us? John Stockton, Isaiah Thomas, and Chris Paul. Literally all of them were 6 foot tall. If you guys remember this, just comment right now, hashtag I remember. If you guys remember this. Basically just 6 foot point guards. You know, this came out August 6th. So I do feel like we're going to be seeing multiple GOAT cards. Obviously Magic and Steph Curry being one of them. And then also I do feel like Curry should get a 100 overall card too, just because he only has a Dark Matter and an Invincible. Very surprised that he hasn't gotten one. Like, I thought he was going to get one a month ago, so Curry definitely long overdue for a 100. Another player, of course, you know, Thanasis. I'm trolling. I'm messing around with this one, obviously. But at the same time, though, I feel like 2K could do it. I mean, they gave one to Victor Wembanyama, right? And could you imagine a GOAT Thanasis? That would be... Dude, I feel like that's something 2K would do. A 6'7" point guard? Listen, he wouldn't be the best card out there. But 2K could definitely do it. And, you know, I did see this beautiful card on 2KDB, so there is that. And I did also see another card, by the way. Yeah, y'all wildin'. Like, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy. One of the craziest cards I've seen. And so, you know, Thanasis could definitely be a GOATs card. You never know with 2K, right? Another player, for example, you know. I'm not even gonna say his name because you see him. You see him right there. I've already talked about him, literally HIM, and so, you know, 2K. This would be the perfect time. Again, I'm not gonna say his name because I've said it enough. And 2K, Show some respect to my boy, okay? And then also, you know, Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan definitely makes a lot of sense because Tim Duncan has been really good. If you saw the gameplay I did on the 100 overall Tim Duncan, then you know that he's a god. He's crazy up in here. And with him getting an invincible, you know, ultimate reward, I could see 2K, you know, not giving him a GOATS card, but also if they do go crazy with like the GOAT cards, I could definitely see them adding a GOAT Tim Duncan. He's also like a top 10 player of all time. You know, he definitely deserves a GOATS card over, you know, I don't want to disrespect some of these players, but, you know, Tracy McGrady, Victor Wembanyama, again, no disrespect to them, but Tim Duncan definitely is a GOAT compared to a lot of the GOAT cards that we've seen. And also maybe potentially a Wilt Chamberlain. I'm very surprised that Wilt wasn't a GOATS card before, you know, this season, just because, you know, they did give us the 100 overall card, but he tends to get a pretty good card every year too. So 7-1 center. I could definitely see 2K releasing, you know, Wilt Chamberlain. If they do multiple GOATS cards, obviously, if they do that, you know, they can definitely drop like 5-10 of them, you know, which is definitely something 2K would do, including some troll ones because, you know, 2K wants to just mess with us. They always do that. And then also, you know, Allen Iverson would be one of those like troll dark matter GOAT cards that 2K could release just because in 21 they did it with, you know, the small point guards. And Allen Iverson, he's been pretty, you know, consistent this year. He's gotten an invincible, he's gotten a pink diamond, he's gotten a diamond and amethyst, and basically every like few months we get him in. So I could definitely see him getting a GOATS card if they do end up releasing, of course, like I said, more GOATS cards than just like the normal GOAT player that they release, you know, with everything they've been doing. You know, same with Devin Booker. Devin Booker has also been one of those players that 2K's just been adding, you know, consistently throughout the year. You know, he's had a lot of cards, man. He started off with the pre-order bonus. You know, you had the free agent, really good amethyst. He was so good. The diamond one was great. The pink diamond one, I mean, this was, you know, it was crazy, but at least you can buy him in the player market. And then you got the dark matter, then you got the 100, and then of course the invincible. And obviously, you know, like I said, if 2K releases, you know, more GOATS cards, even though I still think it's gonna be Magic Johnson as like, you know, the GOAT series. Either him or Steph Curry would definitely make sense just because, you know, those are like two of the greatest point guards of all time. And obviously this Friday is going to be the biggest updates of the year just because we are going into NBA 2K25. I'm also hoping that 2K releases locker codes. You know, they did a really good job, in my opinion, with dropping a locker code every single day. So I'm hoping that they do something very similar. It would be cool if they gave us free GOATS cards as locker codes. You know how they gave us 3 invincibles, basically. Yeah, well, now we need like 3 free GOATS cards as locker codes. That would be great. This locker code is still actively available. And like I said, I'm hoping to see, you know, the locker codes get a lot of love, which we should be seeing at least 2, a couple more, you know, locker codes as well. We should be getting, you know, at least 2 at the very minimum, but hopefully a lot more. 2K did surprise me with this, even though I was expecting, you know, locker codes, but 2K went above and beyond to give us 3 of them over the weekend. So it'd be nice to get one on Friday, Saturday, Sunday again. And so hopefully that does happen. And obviously these are my predictions. Let me know what you guys want to see. I'll be sure to keep you updated. In the meantime, check out the GOATs I got, check out the free stuff. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.